There is approximately 7 billion tons of trash on planet Earth. Let that sink in. Although litter is not the main factor of trash on Earth, it's definitely a big problem, and I say it's time we take control. The reduction of litter can change our world as we see it today and going forward for our future. From our neighborhoods, our scenery, and our animals, they all take effect from litter. I will be sharing some effects of littering and how the planet could be so much better without it. The reduction of litter can save lives, increase property values, and decrease the spread of disease, just to name a few. The change starts with self. I know because not only do I hold myself accountable, I hold those around me accountable as well. I may ask my peers questions like, hey, did you know that was littering? Or do you mind putting that in a trash bag or recycling? Just to name a few things, just to hold them accountable. I think that is very effective. My hopes of this public service announcement is that you may find the benefits of life with the reduction of litter. Sometimes things may seem less alarming if they're not forefront. So by bringing it to the surface, I say we can definitely get a hold on things and bring some more awareness to littering and how it affects planet Earth. Taking the initiative to reduce the litter can not only save you money, but time. Did you know on the first offense of littering, it can cost you a fine anywhere from $100 to $1,000, and at least 8 hours of community service to go and pick up litter from your highways or your local communities. Now, what sense does it make to waste your time and money on something that could have been prevented? Not much to me. You can check with your local nonprofits to find ways to reduce litter as a group. Litter can kill. Every day our animals are suffering from the cost of litter. It could be your fur baby or our wild childs, our wildlife as I like to call them. How devastating is it to think that maybe you could take your animal to a dog park and someone throws a chip bag or a poop bag down and your animal could possibly choke on it, and that can be fatal. So let's, be mindful of things, no matter how graphic they are, that can possibly happen when we are littering carelessly. Since we have addressed the elephant in the room, I think it's time for us to come together to possibly think of a solution for littering. Let's start small. From www.raleighnorthcarolina.com, tips to prevent litter blog. They have a logo that says, we should think clean. And I think that's something simple just to hold us accountable of thinking, hey, what can I do to think clean today? How can I hold myself accountable of being part of the change for a better part of the future? Let's do things like keep a small trash bag in our cars. We can start small there. Or we can recycle. We have those things in places like Walmart, some of our jobs, just your local library, just things to keep us accountable and recycle and reduce the litter in our areas. Now we have things coming together. Furthermore, let's get some more insight on our tomorrow. What could it possibly look like? With help from keeping things litter to a reduction, it can help our air be cleaner, less things going on for us, like I said earlier, disease with the wildlife. So that's a great thing. Also, our pets can thrive. They can go back to their normal cycle of life. Just imagine the things that can happen when they're out of the norm of the litter. It can be definitely a big problem for them. With more recycling of paper and plastic, it can also help save us money. All coins count. I think that's a major thing right now with inflation. Okay, let's finally apply our resources to a better tomorrow. Let's do our part from littering, which just starts with self-accountability. We can come together with like-minded individuals. We have all type of social media groups now. And, you may find someone on things like Facebook, for example, to say, hey, let's stop litter in Memphis, Tennessee, for example. And you can join those group of people and, get together and find things to help stop the problem. Let's stay consistent. Most habits are, habit-forming things start after day 21. So let's stick to that first month, and it may be easy as pie going forward. Don't forget to give yourself grace and to give others grace, because a part of the journey is it's not always going to be on the first go around that you get it perfect, and that's okay. You're not always going to remember to not litter or to not hold someone accountable. You may feel a little apprehensive about it at first, and it's okay. So let's just give each other grace and give ourselves grace on the journey of reducing litter. Littering affects more than what the eye can see, but sometimes we are blindsided by things being a norm. We forget that things can affect us in a major way. So let's open our eyes and let's take a look around us and see how we can be a part of the change by effectively reducing litter in our areas and in our wildlife, and holding ourselves accountable to that, so we can have a better tomorrow for generations to come. Thank you.